This home unfolds like a slow exhale. From the very first impression, it communicates a philosophy of calm, intention, and emotional clarity. Every line, surface, and volume is designed not to impress loudly, but to soothe deeply. The atmosphere feels suspended between architecture and meditation, an environment where modern living becomes a ritual of presence. The architectural expression is deliberately restrained. Clean geometries and softened transitions replace visual noise with composure. The house speaks in whispers, not statements, allowing occupants to reconnect with their own rhythm rather than adapt to the building's ego. From the exterior, the facade feels protective yet welcoming. Neutral tones, natural textures, and subtle depth create a sense of privacy without isolation. It feels like a sanctuary gently set apart from the world's acceleration. Crossing the entryway feels symbolic. The outside chaos dissolves, replaced by filtered light and a softened acoustic. This threshold is not merely functional, it is psychological, guiding the mind into a slower, more intentional state. Natural light becomes the most expressive design element within the home. It glides across walls, settles gently on floors, and shifts throughout the day like a living presence. Rather than dramatic contrast, the light here is diffused, calming, and endlessly poetic. The layout flows seamlessly, yet never feels exposed. Subtle zoning through ceiling heights, furniture placement, and material changes allows each area to retain intimacy while still participating in the collective openness of the space. The main living area feels less like a showcase and more like a personal refuge. Soft textures, low-profile furniture, and uncluttered surfaces invite stillness. It is a space designed not for performance, but for presence. Here, emptiness is not absence, it is intention. Generous negative space allows the mind to rest. Each object earns its place, and the result is an environment where clarity becomes a luxury in itself. palette is rooted in authenticity, warm wood grains, tactile stone surfaces, matte finishes, and soft textiles. Nothing feels artificial or overly polished. Instead, the materials age gracefully, gaining character alongside the lives lived within them. The kitchen is sculptural yet understated. Hidden storage keeps visual clutter at bay, while clean lines promote a sense of ease. Cooking here feels less like a task and more like a daily ceremony of mindfulness. The dining zone is intimate and grounded. Gentle lighting, natural textures, and thoughtful proportions encourage slow conversations and lingering moments. It is a reminder that architecture can quietly nurture human connection. Even transitional spaces are treated with care. Corridors are softened by light, texture, and proportion, transforming movement into reflection. Walking through the home feels like moving through chapters of a story. The private spaces prioritize emotional comfort over visual drama. Muted tones, soft acoustics, and minimal distractions create an environment that supports restorative sleep. These rooms feel like cocoons, protective, gentle, and deeply personal. Bathrooms here are not utilitarian, they are experiential. Stone surfaces, warm lighting, and carefully framed views turn everyday routines into moments of calm luxury. Water, light, and silence work together in quiet harmony. Windows are positioned not just for daylight, but for emotional effect. Each opening frames a fragment of the outside world, sky, greenery, shadow, turning nature into a living artwork that changes throughout the day. The boundary between inside and outside dissolves. Sliding openings, terraces, and courtyards allow the home to breathe. Fresh air, natural sound, and shifting light become part of the architectural composition. The furnishings feel integrated rather than added. Low silhouettes, organic forms, and tactile materials echo the architectural language, reinforcing the home's cohesive identity. Nothing feels excessive, everything feels considered. Colors remain within a gentle spectrum of whites, sands, warm grays, and earthy tones. This restraint creates visual continuity, allowing the mind to relax rather than process constant contrast. Modern living is fully supported, yet never visually dominant. Smart systems are hidden, lighting is intuitive, and functionality operates quietly in the background. Comfort feels effortless, not mechanical. This home demonstrates that architecture can be empathetic. Every design decision seems to ask, how will this make someone feel? The result is a space that supports mental clarity, emotional balance, and daily well-being. Within these walls, time behaves differently. The environment encourages slower mornings, longer pauses, and deeper awareness. It becomes a subtle form of resistance against the urgency of modern life. Ultimately, this minimalist residence is not about style, it is about experience. It offers escape without leaving, luxury without excess, and beauty without noise. For the audience of Modo Haus, this home stands as a quiet manifesto that true modern living is not about more, but about meaning.